Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. All right, collective. Now, remember was telling you about how that round deck of cards that I don't like to use because I never get really too good messages through them. This is the deck that I am talking about for those who are wondering. I was like, oh no, baby, I am determined to get a readable read from these cards, and I have gotten a readable read out of these cards. So let's go. I have imprisonment, okay? Somebody here is indeed facing imprisonment, okay? They could be facing imprisonment physically or spiritually. This is a fire sign energy, and warning, strong fire is coming out in this reading. Fire and fire and earth. Okay, this person is facing, justice. So I would say it's like a 50-50 kind of like thing. If you are dealing with courts, then I can most definitely see physical time being done. Because I had the 3 of Wands in reverse, which is also fire energy. Normally in the upright, the 3 in the reverse is planning for the future and ships coming in, right? Well, there's no planning. There's no ships coming in. So I'm seeing this person 9 times out of 10 may be physically locked up. Okay. The Knight of Wands energy. This person is scared and angry. Okay. I mean, like, I'm seeing, you know how Hades and Hercules, the Disney movie, when he gets mad, the flames on his head turn red and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, because nothing that they're doing is working. Okay, none of their work, magical work that they are working. Okay, and some of these people are physically not working. Because they tried getting away with stealing something that doesn't belong to them with the 7 of Swords. This person is out of options. The only option is imprisonment. There is no other option. All right. We have addiction. There is somebody here who I'm hearing addiction will be brought out to the forefront with truth and justice. This could really be happening in the courts. I could see this being exposed if this person does have to be in prison, and I am seeing somebody being locked up because we have imprisonment, and this card is the same energy. This is the energy of, oh, looky here, looky here, looky here, and within the justice, right? This is something that this person has kept hidden and lied about and or lying about. But it's coming out. A light's being shone on it. I'm hearing publicly. This is most definitely a fire sign feminine with the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have destruction here. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. And then we have dangerous writings. Now, I had to meditate a little bit on what that might have meant. This person could have been doing like 369 manifestation or paying for someone to do 369 manifestation work. Okay. It's a destruction if that is the case of that energy. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, now they're both in reverse. So what I did was 7 and 1 is 8. And the Eight of Pentacles is just the same as this energy right. Let me see if I can find it here. So any work that they have done in the past, that energy is destroyed. Okay, it's been destroyed from out of your energy field, divinely guided. This is what's being illuminated. This is what most people don't know is about the hidden addiction and who's the person that has it. This person is a bully, okay? This person is underneath judgment and has been judged righteously by the heaven divine. This person will be going to jail, physical jail, and mental jail, okay, for the mistakes that they made. And of course, we are all too familiar with this entity right here. It never fails. He always pops up. These people are trying to keep this from coming out. This energy is trying to keep this from coming out, but it is, okay? They're trying to do this by ways of emotional manipulation, but they're drinking a little bit too much. And it doesn't matter. It's going to come out anyways. It was karmically meant to come out. About this false prophet here. This fallen angel. Yep. Okay, we're doing shadow work right now. Collective, I could tell you right now, this is very beautiful energy. I'm like, wow. Blown back, you guys. Positive change. Transform pain into strength and empower yourself. Ascend evolution free. You did it. You made some real hard choices to make for somebody who was just doing it by themselves in faith. You have ascended. You evolved, okay? You freed yourself. Shadow blossom. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully, resilience and nourishment. You bodied out your light and your dark, okay? And that's just that. You need both sides. Nobody is 100% perfect. God didn't make you to be 100% perfect. So if you're acting like you are 100% perfect, there gotta be something wrong because God don't make 100% perfect people. Thank you. Self-reflection. Looking inward helps you to see what to improve, to make better choices, awareness and improvement. You know that when you need to, all you need to do is go within. Tap right on in there. Just plug your cord right to the source. Self-compassion. Embracing imperfections help you to find strength, growth, mindset, and resilience. Yes, you be like, okay, and ain't no, I don't care. My imperfections is sometimes I'm a little bit of a procrastinator. And really I am. I don't care. God loves me with all my imperfections. So if I procrastinate a little bit, God still loves me. And I don't hide that from nobody because that's who I am. That's part of me. But if God don't judge me for that, what makes you karmics think that you can judge me for that? Or collective. 12:12 on my timer. Scared boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. You are being called to keep them scared boundaries up as you heal, as you rest, as you bask in all the love and light the divine is showering you with right now, because the divine is so proud of you as you sit there and get used to your new spiritual gifts. Because believe me, oh you, these new spiritual gifts, man, I still don't got astral travel down. That's why I make these. Because like I could be at dialysis, and I have been at dialysis, astral traveling, and the next thing you know, I'm jumping up out of the chair, but I got needles in my arm. 1313 on the timer. And you know, you can't do that when you're on dialysis because you can bleed out. So I made the stabilizers. It took me a while to get it right. But I made the stabilizer, and what I do is I hold it while I am at dialysis. Me physically holding this, I know I'm holding this while I'm astral traveling, and it will allow me to easily pull myself back, especially when it starts to slip out of my hand. And when it starts to slip out of my hand, that's when I know I'm getting too deep into sleep, okay? I'm gonna start, I don't know. The next one I want to make it into like a cane, but I don't know. That's like, what will I use to bind the crystals together and all that? I don't know. 1414. Anyways, you're keeping up your scared boundaries, all right? Great energy for you, divinely guided. You're staying in high vibrating energy. All right, mindset angel number 111. You could be seeing angel number 111. Your thoughts need refocusing. This is a reminder that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And when I pulled this card, I received a download. The download was the divine have many aspects of itself, okay? And with many aspects of itself, it has many faces and many names. And with that being said, like I said yesterday, we have different, like, take if you have all the archangels. Say you take Archangel Michael, a little bit of energy from Archangel Michael, a little bit of Archangel from Metatron, Uriel, Hansel, and then you take a little bit from Horus and Thoth and Ganesha and Lord Shiva and Yeshua, and you put it all together and you make you. Realize that these are divine energies, okay? Because not only do we have bits of archangels, we have bits of gods and goddesses and deities, okay? Like I said, my energy is that of goddess Sekhmet from Egyptian mythology and goddess Kali Ma from Hindu mythology. I have many other energies in me, like my archangel is Regael, so I do carry Archangel Regael energy. So when these energies come together and divine mold you into who you specifically are, the divine is saying, realize this. You are having a human experience. You are a divine entity of many energies that God has put together and sent you down here to have a human experience, okay? Release, angel number 99. It's time to align your life with what the universe has in store for you. Release lower energies and raise your vibration, that is what you are embodying. Okay, if you're not, you are being guided to embody. I'm hearing royalty, okay? So far, I'm seeing your sacral chakra, solar plexus, and root chakra. Now, I see a lot of, solar plexus and sacral chakra, root chakra, but I am also seeing an immense of crown chakra with goals, angel number 777. You could be seeing that number. You are being assisted in reigniting your passions for your goals. Trust and faith will be restored. Luck is on your side, okay? So as we go through like our journey and everything, of course, we start with like a full bucket of faith, right? Say like we have a full bucket of faith that we are carrying on a stick or something. And as we're walking, the bucket sways back and forth. And as the bucket sways back and forth, we're losing a little bit of faith. We're losing a little bit of faith. We're losing a little bit of faith. This is why it's always important to commune with the divine, because the divine is always replenishing that faith as well, right? So that by the time we get to the end of the road, it's just like, hey, as we were walking, we would take little breaks. People would be like, certain people, like, say they reach the end and their bucket of faith is empty. But when we get to the end of the line, our bucket is full. And they say, well, How is your bucket empty and ours is not? Well, because we took time to take breaks and ask and allow the Most High Divine to replenish our faith. See, the person with the bucket that was empty is only worried about getting to the prize. But the person with the bucket that's full of faith, we're not concerned with just the prize, okay? We understand that that faith is more valuable than that prize. Because it's that faith that allows us to carry on. They probably at the end of the finish line all huffing and puffing like with no energy. That's because you didn't replenish, okay? Courage, angel number 555. Your angels are letting you know of upcoming lessons and obstacles. Trust that the transition is for your highest good. Okay, so we already know what the test is. Half of us then already went through the test and passed it. Heavy on the crown chakra with Archangel Jeremiel here with reflections, dreams, and visions. Remember, pay attention to dreams. Some of you may need to write them down, and you will understand why I'm saying that in a minute. We have Archangel Azrael with death and rebirth, transitions, and life changes, okay? This is a period of time everybody's going through a death and rebirth, okay? Some people are just going through deaths, okay? Some people are just going through deaths and life changes. Some people are going through deaths and rebirths and life changes. It's just transitions. It depends on what side of the wheel your ass is on. But I need to remind you, this is Archangel energy, so I am talking to the divinely guided at this point. Okay, Thoth is here with wisdom, time, Akashic records, and writing. This is that, the reason why I say write down your dreams. Oh, okay. Well. I'm hearing man, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing it'll go down in history. Your history. Okay? In your Akashic records, it will be known as a great time in history when it comes to you and your divine light, as far as your Akashic record goes. So what I'm seeing now is I'm seeing ancestors, okay, in the library, which is the Hall of Records. I'm seeing like light bodies on the left and right. I'm walking down the hall, right? But this hall does not have a roof. I'm seeing the natural sky. As all the stars is, if I was viewing the stars outer space, because so much pollution down here, you cannot see the others that exist. And I'm seeing a bright pupil, like a stand of some sort, right, with the book that's very bright. And I'm seeing ancestors just like applauding while they're reading the book. Okay. When you transition, when you do transition, when it's time for you to, I guess they're kind of like giving me the feeling that like it's an initiation feeling type. It's like when you go home, hell, shit, when you go home, you're gonna be like, hey, I guess it's like a procession of. I see everybody's clapping though. That's what I see. So, divinely guided, that was your message. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, keep your vibrations high. Self-love, self-care, self-admiration. You are very beautiful. The divine loves you. Your ancestors love you. Keep up the good work on your healing. Remember to make sure you are in repose. Relax. Okay? Now's not the time to be reactive to anything. You are to be resting and communing with the Most High God, replenishing your energy and faith buckets, and getting your popcorn ready, basically, because you're getting ready to watch all these people get their just desserts. Hey, it's time now. I would like to thank each and every one of you for all your likes, your comments, shares, and subscribes, and I shall see you on the next one.